Hello everybody and welcome to another Star Wars review with Solo being released on DVD, Blu-ray and digital media. Do people still buy DVDs? I'm sure they do. I decided to take a quick look at the Moloch. What a glorious figure this is. You may have seen him guest star in my Han Solo Millennium Falcon review. I've included a link by hitting that information bar up there, but this is one of my favourite Star Wars figures recently. Now, he's not the most articulated, but I'll cover that when we get to take a look at them. But it's a glorious figure with a fantastic sculpt. Quick look around the box, pretty much what you would expect from the Black Series packaging. You've got your licensing and a very quick write-up. And here we have Moloch out of his plastic prison. What a glorious looking white worm he is. Really fantastic weathering on his clothes there, and really nice sculpt. They're really improved as of late, and the Black Series just getting better and better. Their photo scan and print the faces on the humanoid characters is incredible, and then they do sculpts like this as well. He's kind of like a cross between an armadillo and a worm. The texture on the cape, the clothing, the staff, even the pistol, it's very highly detailed. Now, his articulation is a little bit lackluster, but I'll cover that shortly. But he really does have those very kind of 80s vibes about him, and very comparable to some of the very early Star Wars figures. Now, getting up close and personal, you can just see all of that weathering I was talking about. Really does look good. I love this kind of something you'd have coming off a tumble dryer. And then going to the inside there, he's got his pistol. We do have a pistol grip hand standard, and we have like a staff holding hand as well. Now, this whole section here on the base is one solid lump. That's what reminds me very much of the original kind of late 80s, early 90s Star Wars figures. Some of those had that kind of prism style where it was a big solid lump, which I'm okay with. He's a worm, so I'm okay with that. Same sort of thing as Jabba. You wouldn't expect his tail to have like legs that move. It's a tail. The mask is very nicely done. The mask comes separated in the packaging. We can just slide that off. You can see his kind of worm-like face just underneath this section here as well. Really piercing blue eyes. And we just put that section over. Very sensitive to light, so I've got to be kind to him here. But really nice looking figure. I enjoyed Solo. Some people didn't. I thought it was well done. I don't know whether they're going to continue with the course they decided to take. There was a nice little appearance in that at the end, which I was kind of hoping they're going to build on, but we shall see. The pistol does grip really nicely in the front there. Very nice fit, and sliding said gun into his hand. Again, really nice fit, nice kind of weathering, and a very kind of metallic look to a very small pistol. Now, articulation wise, as previously mentioned, the leg tail section doesn't really move, but the head can move independently, left and right inside this kind of tube section, but it is fairly hindered. Actually, looking at his face, he looks like something from the Dark Crystal, doesn't he? It's kind of Jim Henson. The upper torso is on a ball socket, so it can rotate quite nicely. The shoulders can come out to the side on a ratchet joint and down, up and around. We have a bend and a rotation on that elbow. Really nice kind of bend, very natural. Disappears into that clothing there. The wrists have articulation, they can rotate and they can pivot up and down. And that, my lovelies, is it. That's pretty much all he can do. There's a little bit of rotation in here, but looking up His skirt, it's nice they've actually sculpted all the way up there as well. But yeah, that's pretty much all he can do. But he's a very nice looking figure. And for all of you scale junkies out there, he stands just shy of 7 inches tall. That's around 17 centimeters. So there we have Moloch. If you haven't seen Solo, I highly recommend you giving it a try. Just see whether you like it. Personally, I really enjoyed it. I've purchased the Blu-ray for my son to watch. He's seen all of the Star Wars films up until now, even The Phantom Menace. He's never going to forgive me. He's seen all the Star Wars films apart from Solo, so he's looking forward to watching that. Of course, I purchased this from where I purchased all of my Star Wars figures. I got it from Robot Kingdom. I've included a link in the description below. They get pretty much every Star Wars black figure in, even all of the exclusives. Until next time, from myself and Moloch, thanks for watching. Goodbye.